Good afternoon, fans. Here we are back in action here at the Pat Burns Arena, Stanstead, Quebec, Canada. The Stanstead College School. Right in the middle of warm-ups here. Tonight's game features North American Hockey Academy U16 team versus a guest team from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the Nepean Wildcats. Nepean team is coached by Chris Bones, and North American Hockey Academy is coached by Mia Favretto and Amanda O'Donoghue. It's going to be NAHA's first game of the weekend, as well as Nepean Wildcats' first game. Both teams play two more tomorrow. Reminder that this is our second U16 game of the day. Earlier this morning, the Washington Pride faced off against host team Stanstead College. Tomorrow will be two more games, and the top two records over Friday and Saturday affair will meet on Sunday morning for the U16 JWHL League Championship game at 9 a.m. Little feature to the weekend is both teams have been getting their starting lineups announced so far since game one this morning. Nice little perk and NCAA college style format for these girls. Both teams with their traditional team cheers and now lining up on their respective goal lines. Starting lineup for the Nepean Wildcats now being announced. Reminder that due to the proximity of where we are doing this commentary at the far end of the arena building, can't quite make out all of the details from the timer's box where the starting lineup is now being announced. Really looking forward to calling this game here with you this afternoon. Ottawa is a strong market for female hockey. Very excited to welcome this team from Nepean, downtown Ottawa suburb. And of course, NAHA has been a traditional powerhouse since the JWHL began in 2007. Now that the starting lineups are done and out of the way, both coaches bringing their teams to the bench for final instructions for our opening first period puck drop. Welcome to all our parents and friends and families, scouts from all over. Again, for Friday, March 1st action here at the Pat Burns Arena, Stanstead, Quebec, Canada. Seconds away here from the opening puck drop. Referee with his hand up. And there we go. NAHA with a clear face-off win, D to D, and out through the neutral zone with a quick turnover. And now the Nepean forward with the puck. Individual play, shot, and blocked by the NAHA defender. Little puck battle deep in the NAHA zone. Chip, and we're out again, back into the neutral zone. NAHA gaining territory. Oh, good wrist shot by the NAHA forward. Can't quite make out the number from here. It's number 23, it seems. Be Cassidy Lobisser from Bellingham, Massachusetts. And then that second shot off the post and netting, deflected. Here we are at the 16-22 minute mark. Reminder that these games are all 3 17-minute periods for the U16 category here this weekend. Another offensive zone face-off won by NAHA. Back to the point and deep. Good early compete here by the Wildcats. Puck possession by NAHA. Oh, great scoring opportunity. NAHA forward ripped one that seemed to go right through the keeper's glove side between her arm and chest and deep back into the corner. Good early pressure here by NAHA. And Nepean defender will ice the puck. Both teams getting a timely line change. And we'll go back into the Nepean defensive zone for what will be a NAHA offensive zone face-off. Reminder that the NAHA team is based out of Massachusetts. Puck battle low in the Nepean zone. A little open ice here for the Nepean defender. Rim. Good pinch by the NAHA defender. We're back into the neutral zone. Spidey sense from this commentator early on is that this NAHA team has come to play. They seem to be pretty deep. Katie Lauder with the puck deep in the Nepean zone for NAHA. Olivia Bonarigo from Walpole, Mass. with a dump. And a blindside chip by the NAHA forward. And we're now back to puck battle deep in the zone. So far, NAHA has won most of these battles early on. Nepean chip out into the neutral zone. Most open ice they've had so far early in the game, but a turnover by number 29, Charlie Danks from Ottawa, Ontario, low. Nepean defender with a good breakout pass, but unable to be mastered by the Ottawa forward. And linesman whistle. We'll now be back deep into the NAHA zone for the first offensive face-off on the Nepean side of the first period. Shots are 2-0 NAHA early on. Clear face-off win by Nepean. D to D. Little puck bobble there, but right in the slot. Rather innocuous scoring opportunity here. Routine save for the NAHA goaltender. Number 31, Meyer Otaker from Fargo, North Dakota. Nonetheless, 2-1 shots now. Puck battle low. Good compete by the Nepean forechecker. Good F2 by Nepean. Off the half wall to the D, back to the half wall. First time we have some good pressure here by Nepean. Defender finding the lane, but good block shot by the NAHA forward. Number 27, Danica Morden from Suffield, Connecticut, ripping one just over the net. And there we have it here, our first goal of the game. A real nifty offensive, skilled move by the NAHA forward. Coming in, ripping one below the crossbar. That goal coming from Cassidy Lobisser from Bellingham, Massachusetts. Great shot that fooled the Nepean keeper. Quick puck win for Nepean right after that goal. Well answered. Out and in. Good forecheck and pressure from Nepean. Hard F2. Nepean winning the puck. Trying to go to the D, but just a few inches away from the defenseman's blade. Here we have it. Nepean with a line change. Neutral zone play, turnover. Dump by the NAHA forward, and a lot of time and ice here for Nepean to get back at it on their breakout. Nepean defender, nifty little move. A good first pass to the Nepean forward through the neutral zone. Unable to capitalize. And back into the Nepean zone. Seems like there's been a lot of chess early on in this first period. A lot of back and forth. Two Nepean players colliding, which fortunately led to a NAHA scoring opportunity for the Nepean team, but another 1v2 Nepean zone entry. Good pressure here by the Wildcats. Dump, chip. No one there, and NAHA easily exiting the zone with the puck. Number 27 for NAHA, Danica Morden from Suffield, Connecticut. A good zone entry and an offensive zone face-off for the North American Hockey Academy. NAHA face-off win to the point. Clever move by the NAHA defender. Good high pressure, though, by the Nepean forwards. We have a 2-on-2 neutral zone face-off situation. And back into the neutral zone. Back to the NAHA defender, D to D. And out unsuccessfully, but no icing. Forecheck by NAHA. Nepean defender to the half wall. Forward unable to capitalize. And some just uneventful play right now early on. Good open ice here by NAHA, but unable to make that pass. And we have an icing. Here we are at the 10-minute and 28-second mark of the first period. NAHA leads the Nepean Wildcats by a score of 1-0. We have an offensive zone face-off for the Nepean Wildcats. Riley LeMay at the dot. NAHA win, rim. Good pinch by the Nepean defender. But here we have potentially a 2-on-1 scenario by NAHA. Great back check by the Nepean forward. No shot away. NAHA with the pressure. NAHA going D to D, regroup. Unsuccessful pass to the forward. Icing waved off. Nepean with a little ice here. D to forward. And a good dump Timely line change by the Nepean team. Nobody gaining any kind of offensive zone success at this point early in the game. It's been a lot of back and forth. Shots early on are 4 for NAHA and 1 for the Wildcats. We have a 1v1 setting here. Just doesn't seem to be enough support by the second or third forward from Nepean. Unsuccessful chip. Blind pass by the Nepean forward to a NAHA open player. And we're back into the Nepean zone with a little bit of ice. Looked like that should have been a waved icing because it certainly hit the NAHA blade of that defender, but linesman calling that a unsuccessful dump, and we're back in the Nepean zone. For those of you just joining us here tonight, welcome to the Pat Burns Arena, Stanstead College, for day 1 of our March JWHL action. Real good early play by both teams. Scrappy play, if I may say so, but lots of compete by both teams. Feeling each other out early in this middle frame. Good soft chip by the Nepean forward. Recuperated by NAHA. Skilled spin around. But just neither team able to make many passes on the tape here right now. Just too many sticks and lanes and pressure by the other. Good forecheck by Nepean, but NAHA coming out with the puck. Successful pinch by that Nepean defender. Not a whole lot of chemistry or support on either side right now. Neutral zone play, NAHA fully in possession. Puck thrown away though. Almost too many men. Wildcats entering the zone. Skilled, nifty skating play by number 43 for the Wildcats. Samantha Keel from Ottawa, Ontario. The dump and a line change, and Nepean deep into the zone with puck possession. We have 39 Tegan Killam from Richmond Hill. Nifty boardwork play and a clear ice by NAHA, and we'll be back for an O-zone face-off. And the Wildcats will have an opportunity to set up deep in the NAHA zone. Clear face-off win by the Nepean centerman to the forward on the half wall, up to the D, shot wide. Good Nepean D pinch here, keeping the puck in. Nepean first on the forecheck, and a beautiful pass into the slot. What a great play by the Nepean forechecker. Great vision, beautiful slot pass, and number 19 for the Wildcats with the finish. It would seem that this is probably a call-up player for the weekend because, unfortunately, fans, I do not know the Nepean scorer's name, not on our game sheet, but we'll find out after this period and make sure we get that news to you. Nonetheless, we got a 1-1 draw here after a beautiful textbook offensive zone faceoff by the Wildcats, winning the puck, going D, getting low, hard F1 work. Beautiful slot pass, and an even better finish by the Wildcat player. Bar down to go 1-1. Nepean gaining a little light with that quick rush and another scoring attempt. Shots are now 4-3 in favor of NAHA, but clearly Nepean's last two have been worth the wait. Nice skating rush here by the NAHA defender, number 4, Olivia Bonarigo from Walpole, Mass., a 2008 born sophomore defender. We're down to 5.5 minutes left in this first period. Little open ice, both teams with a line change. NAHA going D to forward through the neutral zone. Nobody has it. And Nepean defender going back. Backhand rim off the half boards and up. Good NAHA pressure. But as I've said once before here tonight, a lot of attrition play, a lot of yin and yang and check, sticks and lanes, quick on puck. NAHA coming away with a real good scoring opportunity here, but the Wildcat goaltender closing the door. The 4:46 mark of the first period, we now have a offensive zone face-off for the North American Hockey Academy. Number 27 for NAHA lined up, Danica Morden, from Suffield, Connecticut. NAHA D to D, point shot through. Nepean goaltender doing a fantastic job at tracking the puck through lots of screen and making the save. We're back at the face-off situation here. That's Morden on the draw with a clear win to the NAHA defender, walking the lane, getting that puck through, hits something and into the corner, and NAHA possession. Nepean coming away with it with a little chip. NAHA neutral zone. D to D turnover. Good forecheck by F1 for Nepean. Puck on net. Put into the corner by the NAHA goaltender. Good sustained pressure here by the Wildcats off the half boards. Defenseman putting that puck in, and Wildcats still with the puck. Great compete here by both teams. Good slot pass, but turnover and back 1v1 here. NAHA from neutral zone to O zone. Looks like we have a delayed penalty call. NAHA netminder quick to the bench, but the whistle blows. And the Nepean player going to the box. I can't tell what that was for, but we will have our first power play of the game here, folks, for NAHA with 3:36 left in the first period. Full 2-minute power play for the North American Hockey Academy. Good clean win by the centerman to the D, to the half wall, back to the D, back to the half wall. Loss of possession, but compete, win. Low half wall play to a walking defender. Backhand. Nothing clean right now. A little sloppy play, but nonetheless possession. NAHA defender, D to D, back to the point, shot. Always a good idea to put that puck on net. It was screened and tipped, but into the corner, never got through to the goaltender. Low behind the goal play by NAHA, half wall play. Nowhere to go. Back to the D. Shot on net, miss. Half wall play, back to the point. Back to the half wall. Over. Good stick and lane by that Nepean Wildcat penalty killer. And a clean ice for a line change. A timely line change. Good speed coming out of their zone by NAHA. Great zone entry. Putting a puck on net. No one there, but always a good idea. And we have another offensive zone face-off here for NAHA with a line change. Minute 20 gone in the power play. We're down to 40 seconds. Reminder, we got a 0-0 game here with a 1-1 score. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in this first frame. Looks like this is going to be a wash for 40 seconds. NAHA just drawing their first penalty of the game. Not entirely sure what was that for, mind you, but we're back deep in the NAHA zone. Play a little 4-on-4 hockey for 40 seconds before the Wildcats benefit from their first power play time. Clean win by NAHA. Good boots here by number 8. Ellie Mailing from Burnt Hills, New York. Good zone entry. Down to 25 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. Nice work by the Nepean defender with a good tape-to-tape pass. Five seconds left before the Nepean player comes out of the box for their power play. Nice point play. Little open ice. Low half wall. Behind the goal line. To the point. Walking the line, finding the lane. Good shot by the Nepean defender. Mind you, wide, but great job finding that lane. We have a minute left in this Nepean power play. And NAHA with a good zone exit for a timely line change. Nepean into the neutral zone. 45 seconds left in this power play. Good pass from the D, zone entry. But not much support on that puck possession. And we have an offside call. So with 53.2 seconds left in this first frame, we will face off in the neutral zone. Reminder, there's 30 seconds left in this Nepean Wildcat power play. Zone entry by the Wildcats. Unable to get pucks deep here. Team. And now they have the puck. Wraparound play, but the puck goes wide, and now we have Nepean with a little bit of a break with 19 seconds left. Good shot, but blocked by the NAHA defender. 10 seconds left in this first period. And a good pinch by the Wildcat defenseman, but right off the shin pads. And that'll be the period here, folks. The penalty is ended. We will begin the second frame, 5-a-side. Shots after the first period. Nepean Wildcats 4. And the NAHA team 8 with a 1-1 draw. Reminder to all our friends and families, scouts from all over, that we are live here at the Pat Burns Arena, Stanstead, Quebec, Canada, the Stanstead College Prep School campus. This arena was built and inaugurated in September of 2011, named after legendary Pat Burns. Wonderful man, unfortunately succumbed to cancer. But what a storied career he had as a coach, and what a fitting name for this fine facility. Man who never quit. Fiery coach behind the Habs bench, the Bruins bench, the Leafs bench. Unbelievable NHL coaching history. The referee's hand is up, and here we are, about to begin our second period. Puck is dropped and we're off. 5v5. NAHA gaining possession through the neutral zone. Great tape-to-tape pass and a good scoring attempt. Shot wide. Kickstart the period. Kickstart my heart. One of my favorite early 90s songs by legendary Motley Crue. If you've been in a rink, you've heard Kickstart My Heart, that's for sure. What a song. Offensive zone face-off here for the Wildcats. F1 pressure. Turnover in the neutral zone and Nepean entering. Good shot on net. Straight on with a blocker save by the NAHA netminder. NAHA through the neutral zone with a good chip. Puck deep. Line change. Turnover here. NAHA with a great scoring opportunity and a goal. What a nifty steal by the NAHA forward. And she didn't miss deep alone in the slot. That's number 23 for NAHA. Cassidy Lobisser from Bellingham, Massachusetts. An 08 sophomore forward with another snipe crossbar down on the Nepean Wildcat goaltender's glove side. So an early goal and a 2-1 lead for NAHA here over the Wildcats. The 15:53 mark of the second period. Pat Burns Arena. Didn't have much time to call that, but literally seconds after that neutral zone face-off after the goal, NAHA with incredible pressure, gaining the zone, going right to the net, and F2 crashing for a rebound for another NAHA goal. And we are now 3-1 North American Hockey Academy over the Wildcats from Nepean at the 15:39 mark of the second period. Shots are 11-6 NAHA. Could not quite make out who gets credit for that goal. After a quick check, it appears that that goal was scored by a West Fargo, North Dakota, 2007 born forward, number 22, Avery Hovland. Hopefully I have that pronunciation right, but that's Hovland, number 22, with the third goal for NAHA from West Fargo, North Dakota. NAHA deep in their zone. Turnover, Nepean. Snipe, beautiful scoring chance. Unfortunately, not able to capitalize for that Nepean forward. But that was a monumental turnover deep into the zone. Right on the Wildcat forward stick, but unable to capitalize. Here we are with an offensive zone face-off. Won by NAHA. Rim. And here we have a puck battle. Nepean defenseman and a hard NAHA forechecker winning that draw. 48 for NAHA to the point. Back to the half boards. 48. Whoa, what a nifty give and go by the NAHA team. Forward to D. Saved by the Nepean netminder. Number 70. Sierra Yilder from Petawawa, Ontario. And as I turn my head and look up again, NAHA able to capitalize once again. Looks like that was number 27 for NAHA. Danica Morden from Suffield, Connecticut. A 2008 sophomore forward with the NAHA fourth goal. Shots are now 12-8 in favor of NAHA. 4-1 score. at the 14:22 mark. NAHA with the puck in the neutral zone, and NAHA forward coming in. Seemed like a routine 1v1 turned to a good scoring attempt, going around and through a trailing F2 defenseman. But a real nice save by the Nepean goaltender off a grade A scoring chance. Here we are deep in the Nepean zone. Offensive zone face-off for NAHA. Won by NAHA. Forward to D, back deep into the corner. Nepean with the puck. Nowhere to go. Turnover, but losing her stick is number 23, forward NAHA. Lobisser. Nepean back with possession. Tape to tape. Skating that puck out, but another turnover and another puck on net. It's netminder for the Wildcats with having to make some very timely saves on a couple deep turnovers. This NAHA team is good. Tremendous skating and forecheck. Face-off win by NAHA. Great pressure by the Nepean forechecker. NAHA back, but 1v1 into the zone. Putting the boots on. Puck to the net. A little disorganization here deep in their zone as Nepean. 1v1 puck battle won by NAHA. Keeping the puck low. Back deep into the zone. Nepean now coming away with it. 2v2 behind the Nepean netminder. Tape to tape. And here we have Nepean coming out of the neutral zone, which could be a 2-on-1. Puck to the net, blocked by the NAHA defender. Deep now into the corner. Good pinch by the Nepean defender, and forward coming out with it. Good scoring opportunity, but wide, just over the crossbar. And not sure what the call is here, but the whistle has blown, and we will have an offensive zone face-off for the Wildcats. Puck drop win by Nepean. Good play by the forward. Back to the D, unfortunately out of the blue line, and back dump in. NAHA, D to D, half wall forward. Great pass on the tape with good neutral zone play, but an offensive player too soon before the puck carrier. The whistle is blown, and we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Shots are now 14-9 in favor of NAHA at the 12:06 minute mark. NAHA with the puck. Nobody there. Nepean dump. Not over the red, but a waved offside. NAHA deep in their zone. Good pressure by Nepean. A little bit of sloppy play on both sides here. Some capitalization by NAHA, but no real sustained pressure by either side right now. A lot of back and forth. Not a lot of tape to tape. NAHA defender back. Neutral zone to the forward. Over the red. NAHA with a little bit of ice. Nice pass into the slot. Pinching deep. Back down to the NAHA forward, low below the goal line. Back up to the point. Back over D to D. Turnover and pressure by Nepean. Nifty little backhand pass by Gardner. And the Wildcats Even though they were F1, no hybrid icing here tonight, fans, and the whistle is blown, and we're back deep in the Wildcat zone for a face-off. Reminder to anybody who's just joined us here tonight, it's our second U16 matchup of the day. First game saw Stanstead beat the Washington Pride by a score of 6-1. And tonight's second game is now in the middle of the second frame between the NAHA team and the Nepean Wildcat team. We will have one more game here this evening at the U19 category, featuring the host Stanstead College Spartans and the Washington Pride from the DC area. It's been great to see the first day one action of JWHL live hockey ever at the Stanstead College Pat Burns facility. Spartans have been traveling the continent in this league for a few years now since COVID, and it's been wonderful to see some action on this side of the border. Now, years ago, before COVID, the Ridley College team was a member of the JWHL, and they did host the playoffs early post-COVID. Since COVID, though, that program has joined the P-Dub team in the Ontario League, and unfortunately no longer a member at the U19 category. But the league has definitely gone through change since its inception. That's always a part of any league. Teams have come and gone. I'm fortunate to welcome the Rothsay Netherwood School at the U19 category this year. And the Mount Academy from Prince Edward Island joined the league a couple years ago. Proof that things change, but this JWHL responds, always finding ways to attract top talent to the league. We now have 9 minutes left in this second frame. Shots remain 14-9 in favor of NAHA, but a 4-1 lead they have on the scoreboard. NAHA coming out of their zone through the neutral zone with full possession, gaining the offensive zone. Nifty play by the NAHA forward. Another quick turnover, and Nepean had it and lost it. And now NAHA with a golden scoring opportunity, but the NAHA forward misses the net wide. NAHA defenseman deep below the goal line. Nepean F1 on this puck. Very little sustained pressure by either side here, to be frank, so far in this game. Some wonderful compete by all these girls, working hard. And the puck is blown with a skate on puck deep in the zone, trying to keep that in. Reminder to all our friends and family that all commentary this weekend is all voluntary. Everybody's doing their best to support the league and offer a first-class experience and professional broadcast organization for our girls, our teams, our schools, our clubs, and of course friends, family, and scouts from all over. Puck deep in the Wildcat zone. Nepean trying to gain puck possession, and we have a puck battle as it's exited through the neutral zone. The NAHA defenseman spinning. Good forecheck by the Nepean forward. Turnover. Puck deep, and a needy line change by the Wildcats. NAHA tape to tape. Off the skate though. Hitting the linesman. Nepean with the puck, a little open ice, a little room. Wildcat forward, deep into the zone. Not much happening here. Little game of ping pong, yin yang, back forth. Lots of sticks and lanes, lots of compete, lots of pressure. But no team unable able, I should say, to make 2-3 consecutive passes and seemingly gain scoring opportunity right now. NAHA D through the neutral zone. Nifty one-handed poke check by number 15 from NAHA, Kate Lauder from Holden, Mass., the 2007 forward. Doesn't amount to much, though, and we're back into the neutral zone. NAHA dump. Nepean defenseman Cote, number 92, with no room to go because the NAHA forward, 37. Hard on puck, Alexandra Pulasic, Placerville, California. Real good net drive by the NAHA forward, Schaefer. Good defending. Looked like there could have been a holding call on that play, but the referees have put their whistles away. Now, in the opinion of this commentator, this game does not reflect the score, although it is 4-1. Both teams have been battling hard and hasn't been a lot of sustained pressure on either side. The shots being 16-9 at this point. Short 1 minute period and early part of this period just led to 3 quick goals. Nepean netminder making a routine save through the neutral zone. Surprising icing waved. Deep in the NAHA zone. Good pinch by the Wildcat defenseman, but at no end. NAHA will dump, and we will regroup back in the NAHA zone for a Wildcat offensive zone faceoff. Reminder that the Wildcats are coached by Mr. Chris Bones, and the NAHA team is coached by Ms. Mia Favretto and Amanda Donahue. Clear NAHA face-off win. NAHA with the puck through the neutral zone. Good soft chip. And an excellent stand-up by the Nepean defenseman. Good 1v1 play. Number 43, Samantha Keel from Ottawa, Ontario, a 2008 sophomore defenseman. That was a very impressive physical one-on-one play. But as I've said earlier, a game of attrition back and forth here. We're down to 4 minutes left in this second period. And another NAHA icing. We will gain the Nepean offensive zone for face-off once more. Early part of the day was very well scouted with coaches spotted out of programs like St. Cloud, Minnesota, McGill University out of Montreal, Quebec, Norwich University out of Norwich, Vermont. And we've spotted somebody from the Bowdoin School not too long ago here for this game right now. We are deep in NCAA early playoff action, though, so everybody's gearing up for the final stretch, and a little bit harder to ask coaches to be hitting the road and scouting, which is why we're trying to do the best job we can here tonight with our streaming service and commentary service, all in the interests of these young student athletes from various junior women's hockey league programs on both the Canadian and American side of the border. It's been a great season so far, with action in places like Minnesota, Albany, New York, the Union and RPI schools, Providence College, Brown University, down in the Rhode Island and Massachusetts areas. Action in Lake Placid back in October. Lake Placid, New York, home of the infamous 1980 Miracle on Ice. Of course, JWHL Challenge Cup action just a week ago in beautiful Washington, D.C., home of America's government. And as this commentator was giving you a little overview on the locations of JWHL locations this year, NAHA has now just gone and added a fifth goal late in this second period. That fifth NAHA goal scored by number 27, Danica Morden, sophomore from Suffield, Connecticut. Now to conclude what I was saying about JWHL action and schedule, just a few days ago, everybody was in Washington, D.C., Arlington, Virginia area for U16, U14, and U19 JWHL Challenge Cup action. Wonderful tournament. We are now here in Stanstead, Quebec, Canada for the final weekend of league play. Reminder that these are all important league games for standings. And all teams at the U19 category will meet again on March 15th, 16th, and 17th in Massachusetts, USA, at the Canton Ice House double complex pad for the U19 playoff pool action. All 8 teams will meet. Note that we have a handful of U16 games tomorrow on Saturday, March 2nd, before the 2024 U16 JWHL champions are crowned on Sunday morning here at the Pat Burns Arena. That game will start at 9 a.m. and we will know the official teams playing late tomorrow, Saturday evening. Now here we are with the final minute in this second frame. Shots are now 19 for NAHA and 11 for Nepean. 5-1 NAHA score. Another scoring chance and shot on net for NAHA. Whistle. We're down to our last 57 seconds. And here we are with a NAHA offensive zone face-off. Puck one, little scrappy play, and Nepean through the neutral zone. Deep into the NAHA zone, and some good work by that Nepean forechecker, drawing a late second period power play here for the Wildcats. 46.1 seconds left to play in this second period. The Wildcats will go on their second power play of the game. See if they can change the momentum in this game. Face-off clearly won by the Wildcats. Half-board play. The D walking, finding the lane. Great shot by the defenseman. Puck getting all the way through, and the NAHA goaltender having to track and make a screen save. Second quick scoring chance by Wildcat forward. NAHA netminder kicking that off with her right pad into the corner. We're down to our final 15 seconds left. And what an uneventful, unexpected play here. The NAHA penalty killer deep in the Nepean zone. with a beautiful individual effort, showing some skill, talent, and hands, beating the Nepean defender. Sniping one. Rooftop daddy right over the Wildcat goaltender for a shorthanded goal with 11 seconds left here in this second period. NAHA now leads this game 6-1. And that'll do for our second period of action. Shots 21 NAHA, 13 Wildcats. The Nepean Wildcat team will begin our third and final frame with a 1 minute and 14-second power play. And our broadcast team will take a short rest as we refurbish the ice and quickly get ready for a third and final frame. Good evening, fans, friends, scouts, people from everywhere. Welcome back to the Pat Burns Arena for the third and final period of our U16 matchup between the North American Hockey Academy and the Nepean Wildcats. A couple late goals, and we now have a 6-1 score for NAHA. But the Wildcats will begin this third and final frame on the power play with 1 minute and 14 seconds of it, for that matter. Both coaches giving their final instructions here before our third period beginning face-off. This NAHA team has shown why they're in first place of the JWHL League and why they've had so much success throughout different showcase tournaments all across North America throughout the 23-24 season. This is a very skilled and talented group of players. Every opportunity they've had, they've put the puck deep into the Wildcat net. Here we go. Referee's hand is up, and the puck is dropped. Beginning of our third period here. Wildcats on the power play. Nepean defender with a rim. Good pinch by the Wildcat defenseman. Puck below the goal line. Thrown out to the slot. Good scoring chance, but couldn't get that puck to the net. NAHA with a little neutral zone play. Lost puck. It looks like that ice still might be a little wet. Nepean defenseman. Good little stutter step move, and the Wildcats through the neutral zone. 30 seconds left in our power play. Dump, but nobody there. NAHA rim turned over by Nepean. Puck deep into the zone. Great example of how to win a puck battle by the NAHA forward, angling the Nepean defenseman. Stick check, shoulder, and a scoring chance. That's it for the penalty here, folks. We're now back to 5-on-5 play. 15:35 left in this third and final period. Deep in the Nepean zone. Puck is thrown away, and that'll be icing. If you've enjoyed our coverage so far late afternoon, please don't go away after this U16 game, because our next matchup will feature the host Stanstead College Spartans versus the Washington Pride, and it promises to be a beauty. NAHA defender going back deep for the puck. Shoulder check, retrieval, backhanded rim. And we're now in the neutral zone again. You know, other than a few goals, this game has really been a back and forth neutral zone game of attrition. There's been very little puck possession with tape-to-tape passes. Both teams have competed hard. Stick checks. Some grindy play. It looks like we have a NAHA player hurt. No, she's up. False alarm, but referees skating to the penalty box. What do we have here? Looks like we got a roughing call on both sides. Little late Friday afternoon extracurricular between a few teenage girls, but looks like we're going to stay 5-on-5. Another face-off win by NAHA. Regroup. Giveaway in the neutral zone. Nepean defender back. Tape to tape. Nice little pass and breakout by the Wildcats. A 1v2 zone entry. Good forecheck. Good pressure. That was a textbook zone exit and entry, but unfortunately unable to sustain any kind of puck possession. Another example of our back and forth play. Little line change, open ice, NAHA. Back with the puck below the goal line, their own zone. Seems like a lot of the pressure tonight here has been just with one forechecker and F2, F3 being a time zone or two behind, unable to help F1. And we'll have another icing call. And the North American Hockey Academy team will be able to set up in the Nepean zone for an offensive zone faceoff. It's been a good day here so far at the Pat Burns Arena. Games have been well attended, well scouted, well played. Some great sportsmanship on both sides of every game. Now it is dinner time and the hosts are going to be playing our next game with puck drop set for 7 p.m. So hopefully we'll have some student body action in the crowd and try to get this building full. Now the Pat Burns Arena is also home to a wonderful Resto Spartan, home of the finest French fries and poutine in this part of the Eastern Townships. This commentator was late to notice a penalty that's been called to NAHA. We're down to 1 minute and 48 seconds left, so I missed the first 12, but penalty called to NAHA and the Wildcats with a needed power play opportunity to try to narrow this score. This NAHA team is fierce, competitive, hard to play against, and often first on the puck. Another turnover here in the neutral zone. NAHA with a shorthanded opportunity. Looked like it was blocked. Nepean unable to gain any kind of sustained puck possession here, but this NAHA change, we have the Wildcats coming in. And individual play, but puck is turned over below the goal line to the point. Walking, finding the lane, blocked by a NAHA penalty killer. They've done that a few times here tonight. And Nepean is back in their own zone, regrouping, trying to gain some sort of opportunity and momentum here as the NAHA team leads 6-1. Tough to say how you want to see this one side or the other coin, but been a lot of offensive toe dragging and individual opportunities that haven't amounted to much, but this NAHA team has been very ferocious on the puck carrier, leaving the Nepean players with very little time and space to do anything with the puck tonight. Shots are now 23-14. The penalty is over, and we now have 11 minutes and 18 seconds left in this third and final frame. A clear trip. Ref had his head turned or Maybe he just wants to go home and enjoy Friday night early, but that was an obvious trip that was let go in the neutral zone. A non-call. Good F1 pressure. Puck in the slot. Great scoring opportunity by the Wildcats. All through the forecheck and number 61 for Nepean. Abigail Seddon from Ottawa, Ontario. 2006, assuming senior. Just threw that puck in the slot and her teammate was there. Unfortunately unable to capitalize, but a real good scoring opportunity and attempt. First in a while for this Ottawa team. One-on-one. Little time of day here. Other turnover though, mind you. NAHA back in their own neutral zone. Regrouping. Good forecheck by the Nepean player, number 8. Molly Hale, sophomore 2008 forward. Wraparound attempt by the NAHA forward. Back to the neutral zone. This commentator hasn't had much time to say much. Regrouping in either end. It's just been back and forth. No shortage of turnovers in this game, and that's not from the Pillsbury man. We're down to 9 minutes left in this third period. NAHA regrouping forward to D. Back to the neutral zone. Chip in. Referee in the way. NAHA forward number 46 gaining the zone with a shot block. Allie Sanders. It just has not been enough pressure by more than one player at a time to gain any kind of possession or added puck support in this game right now for Nepean. NAHA has been quick and fast and first to most pucks and quick to exit, but in this case here, an obvious icing. And the Wildcats will gain the NAHA zone for an offensive zone faceoff with 8 minutes and 12 seconds left. The JWHL is very thankful for the Nepean presence here this weekend as our guest team. They will have 2 more games tomorrow versus Stanstead College and the Washington Pride. D to D for NAHA, up the boards, turnover in the neutral zone. Nepean back at it. Good dump. Hard forechecker by Nepean, but they just can't seem to be first on puck. NAHA back at it. Tape, neutral zone tape. And a delayed penalty call here. NAHA about to go to the power play with 7 minutes and 27 seconds remaining in this third period. The JWHL would like to thank the Pat Burns Arena staff on their work here today. In the second game, we had a scary moment with a Zamboni malfunction, but that only lasted about 18 minutes, and the staff were quick to fix the problem and get everything back on track. Hosting these weekends is never easy, and it's been wonderful to see trainers on site and enough support people All in the interest of the student athletes having a great experience. 6:55 left here in the third with a minute and a half power play time remaining for NAHA. Puck goes wide and misses the net. NAHA regrouping in the neutral zone. Defenseman forward, little skate, tape-to-tape pass, zone entry. Number 23 for NAHA. It's been a very noticeable player here. Sophomore 08, Bellingham, Massachusetts forward named Cassidy Lobisser. And as I say this, also the playmaker for this NAHA 7th power play goal now at 6:26. Not 7th power play, but 7th goal on the power play. Their 25th shot on goal. Nepean defender skating. Good zone exit. Dump play. Wildcat forward first on the puck. Good forecheck. 37 trying to create the turnover. Back through the neutral zone. NAHA skating hard. That's 48 with a nifty pass. Great little play to 27 and a nice save by the Wildcat goaltender. Shot wide by NAHA defender. Line change. Turnover in the neutral zone. Nepean now 1v1. Good stick by the NAHA defender. Puck wide. A little bit of pressure here for the Wildcats. F2 nowhere to be seen, and NAHA exiting the zone quickly with their own turnover. And Wildcats counterattack. Good shot on net. Saved by the NAHA netminder. Down to 5 minutes left. Nepean with a moment here. Team's looking a little more tired than when this game began. Delayed icing, waved off. D to half wall. Nowhere to go. Turnover. Nepean, NAHA with the puck in the O zone. Good patience, but bit of a throwaway rim here. The NAHA defender down low. Tape. Shot on net. Saved by the Wildcat goaltender. Another attempt. Puck still in the zone. Shot blocked by the Wildcat forward. And we're back in the neutral zone. NAHA back regrouping. Turnover. Nice individual play by number 22 for NAHA, Avery Hovland from West Fargo, North Dakota. Some good late pressure again. And a save by the Wildcat netminder. We're down to 3 minutes and 35 seconds left. Unfortunately, we're down to running time here, fans, folks, friends, scouts. We now have a 6-goal differential, and that's enough to run the clock here at the Pat Burns Arena. Puck deep in the NAHA zone. Good forecheck by the Wildcats. But quick zone exit by NAHA through the neutral zone. We got a 3v2 developing here. Nice spinorama by the NAHA forward. Puck back deep, low. 1v1 battle. Wildcats retain possession. Soft chip. Puck battle back in the zone. Wildcats with a little open ice here. Little daylight. Turnover in the neutral zone, and NAHA back at it. Great save by the Wildcat netminder late in this third period. No doubt about it, she has been busy. NAHA now has completed their 30th shot on net in this game, doubling the Wildcat shot count at 15. We're down to our final minute and 45 seconds left in this game. So it's safe to say that after the first day of action here in our March JWHL set of league games, the Pat Burns Arena, Stanstead will have gone 1-0, and NAHA U16 will also have gone 1-0, making tomorrow's games all that much more important and meaningful. The Washington Pride will face off against NAHA and Nepean tomorrow, whereas NAHA will face off against Washington and Stanstead. As the clock runs down here, I'd like to thank everybody that's made tonight's game possible. Cameraman, officials, timer, announcer. Of course, the student athletes and the coaches on both teams. Hopefully everybody will be able to shower up and have a great Friday evening in the beautiful Quebec Eastern Township region. My guess is people are staying in beautiful Magog or Orford, Quebec. Home of the four seasons, we say. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Although no one will ever convince this commentator that climate change isn't a thing, because we usually have a lot more snow at this time of year, and the ski hills are certainly screaming for it. And there we have it, the final buzzer. End of our third period, and that's a win for the NAHA team, North American Hockey Academy, by a score of 7-1 over our guests from the suburb of Nepean, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. As both teams line up for our ceremonial handshake, I'd like to remind you that once the ice is refurbished, we will move to the U19 category, and this commentator will be passing on the reins to Mr. Graham Chandler, voice of the Spartans, a native of Halifax, Nova Scotia, and an absolute passionate hockey fan. Folks, if you were able to put up with me tonight, you're in for a real treat as Mr. Chandler grabs the headset. Ladies and gentlemen, messieurs, mesdames, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. That's it.